The rain was falling softly over the small town of New Salem, Illinois, the evening Abraham Lincoln sat alone outside the tavern. The smell of wet earth filled the air, and the young lawyer stared into the distance where Rutledge used to walk every afternoon. He could still see her laughter in his mind, hear the way she called his name with that soft kindness that made even the hardest days feel warm. But now, the place where she once stood felt empty because and was gone. Years before he became the great president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln was just a tall, shy man with uncertain dreams. He had come to New Salem to find work, to make a living, and maybe a name for himself. But instead, he found love gentle, pure, and life-changing. And Rutledge was different from anyone he had ever met. She was beautiful, yes, but what drew Lincoln to her was her heart. She believed in him when no one else did. She told him he could be someone great, and for the first time, he began to believe it too. Their friendship turned into something deeper. Every evening, they would talk near the river, sharing stories, laughter, and secret hopes. People in the town often teased Lincoln, calling him Anne's shadow, because wherever she went, he wasn't far behind. For a man who had grown up in loneliness and poverty, and was like light breaking through dark clouds. But fate had other plans. In the summer of 1835, a terrible fever spread through New Salem. People were falling ill one after another, and soon Anne caught it too. Lincoln visited her home every day, sitting by her side, reading to her, holding her hand when her strength began to fade. He prayed, begged, and hoped, but nothing could stop the illness that was slowly taking her away. When she finally closed her eyes for the last time, something inside Lincoln broke. The woman who had taught him how to love, how to dream, and how to smile was gone. He couldn't speak for days. Friends said he would walk to her grave and stand there in silence for hours, tears streaming down his face. The man who would one day hold a nation together could not hold his own heart together. After her death, Lincoln fell into deep despair. He once wrote to a friend that his heart was buried with Anne. For months, he couldn't eat or sleep. People feared he might lose his mind. He often wandered near the river where they used to meet, whispering to the wind as if she could still hear him. That loss never truly left him. Even as years passed and he rose to greatness, a part of his heart remained in New Salem, resting beside Anne's grave. Those who knew him said that whenever he smiled, there was always a touch of sadness behind it, a quiet reminder of the girl who loved him before the world did. And maybe that's what made Abraham Lincoln the man he became: strong, compassionate, and deeply human. Because before he was a legend, he was a man who loved and lost, and never forgot the woman who taught him how to feel.
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.